Hey, hello, chess players. Let's play we'll play a blitz game. And I will try to go as slowly as possible and explain what I'm doing, and then even go over the game afterwards if it's interesting. So we got a Caro Cann, and we will see knight of six because that is every single game. This is so popular. I don't know why. Now, I could play knight g5 and play kind of a quirky sack line. Let's do that just to play something different. I'm getting so sick of knight f6. Just for an interesting video, I'm going to play knight g5 and try to play something interesting. Now, against h6, I do not have time to take here right away. Trust me, I've looked at it. I really want to play like knight f3, e5. Not enough time to do it. Wish there was. Got to come back. Now, the good news is you're actually not horribly discombobulated here. Like if he plays bishop g4, you have h3, and then you can of course take back. I'm also just gonna play like here, and then here is fine. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna offer this sack again, where I can pick up a tempo with knight f3. He's not letting me do it, but I will just play knight f3 anyway. And now my pieces are kind of in the right spot. I'm gonna go ahead and castle so I don't get in trouble with check if I try to play c4. And now I'm going to start improving my position with c4, b3, and then bishop b2. And I mean, it's just a chess game, nothing crazy. But maybe it's a position that he's not as familiar with as, like, say, the main line. So I get to play something a little different instead of constantly having to play the GF or the EF. The EF pawn structure is the one I'm getting sick of. That's the one everybody's playing every single game. So every once in a while, I just want to get something different because I'm just tired of playing the same positions over and over and over and over and over again. I like the knight f6, ef6 lines. I think they're okay for white. I don't think there's anything wrong with them. But just to get anything different at all at this point is acceptable. Just getting tired of it. Now, I do actually have a very, very slight pull in this endgame if everything goes well. I just have to be careful about things that can basically go wrong. But if I play h4, h5, I can potentially get a bind on this side of the board later. And I don't know. I mean, I can create a passed pawn down the road. Is one possibility. I do have to be careful about how I improve my position though to make sure that I don't hang anything for starters. So making sure that I get in f4, that's a big deal. Making sure I don't hang this bishop to some tactic, and he's looks like he's trying to be alert to that possibility. Did I miss a knight e1 or something? I don't think he's got an out if he goes into all this. So I'm not too worried about that quite yet. He's trying to set it up. He wants to play, well, if I just play here though, that prevents it. I've got knight d6 coming. I'm willing to do this because this endgame is still highly favorable for me. Like I've got g4, f5, potentially a passed pawn. The king and pawn endgame is actually favorable to me. Okay, f5 and then takes, and then we have a potential passed pawn on f6. And if he lets me, I will push to f6, and then we have this potential outside passed pawn, which is very, very dangerous. Yep, I don't think he sees the idea. I have bishop e5, f4. So this is actually a pretty instructive game. He missed it completely. So this should be completely winning because I don't think he can get back in time to stop the H pawn. But I'm not sure. Maybe he can take and play king e8 and then just king f8 right away. Okay, that's a little bit more clear for me. uh, oh, I messed up though. I had king g6. Okay, so now he's still alive, at least for a move. I still have king g6. What am I thinking? Yeah, everything's fine. Okay, so yeah, I guess that was still instructive. I thought I made a mistake, but I didn't. Never made a mistake in my life. Thought I did once, but I was wrong. Okay, so let's take a look at that endgame. The endgame is kind of cute. Okay, I did make one inaccuracy in the game, it looks like. No, two inaccuracies and one blunder. Okay, where's my blunder? Probably, okay, well, he blundered. Where's my blunder? Knight c5 was a blunder? Oh, I missed a tactic. Oh, I had knight d6, knight b7. Okay, of course. Okay. So I played knight c5 just to play the endgame. I don't know. I don't think it said, oh, four inaccuracies now that it looks at its longer. So that was my blunder. I missed that. So let's take a look at this game. Knight g5. As you can see, other people have done this. Other strong players. I am not the only person trying to avoid this stuff because you get sick of it. But yeah, knight f3 is the idea, and then h3 is fine. Bishop e2 or bishop d3. You can even play like g4 and then knight e5. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities. Bishop e2, knight e5 takes. I could have played knight e2, but again, I'm offering him this sacrifice. He didn't want it. Yeah, just taking back with the knight is probably better, just not dropping the pawn. Castles, c4. This has come up before. And then we got b3, and we got all this stuff. Okay. So what I'm really curious about with the engine assessment is the final kind of endgame. I know all these positions should be just a little bit better for white. Knight e4, and then knight b6 I missed. I did this. f6, takes. He misses the idea. King d6 blunder. And then bishop f4 is winning. Okay, so that much is clear. Bishop g7 is correct. Okay. f5 takes. King e8. Yeah, just king g6. So simple. h6 also winning. So I didn't actually miss anything. Okay, because, yeah, I just pull it back and everything's fine. Yeah, any move pulling it back is fine. Okay, so yeah, I thought I missed something here, but I didn't. Okay. Yep. But anyways, hopefully that was a somewhat instructive endgame for you. And hopefully you can learn something from it. I do go over this endgame in one of my videos on endgames where I talk about this specific pawn structure, where I talk about this bind with the pawns like this and how this bind works and basically the themes behind it and what black needs to do if he finds himself in this situation and how to make sure that you don't lose in the way that black just lost in this game. Anyways, I hope you found this instructive, helpful. Hope you learned something about chess. Hope you can use some of these ideas in your own games. Thank you for watching.